go even further beyond!
Yeah, my name's Zakashi, and in this video we got a video request from Jen, and this person asked me to use the green cooler on a Lineage of Evil team or a movies team. Now I've actually got him here on a Lineage of Evil team because why not? I just picked one of the two and I feel like the Lineage of Evil team is a better choice, but I also picked it because we've actually got Zenkai cooler on this team. The movies team doesn't actually have a Lineage of Evil character that I would actually go out. I mean, the movies team doesn't have a character that I'd go out optionally and use it. I know they have the blue Broly for a Zenkai, but I don't want to use them. I wanted someone else, basically what I'm trying to say. And I feel like that person could have been the green cooler, or even for the Lineage of Evil team it could have been the green cooler instead of the blue final form cooler. Now I do understand that, for one, like, it makes more sense just to Zenkai the final form version, because the final form version is obviously stronger than the regular cooler, so that makes sense completely. Like, he just should be like that. The regular cooler shouldn't be stronger than the final form cooler. But secondly, just something I disagree with, the blue units in the game right now, they're unbelievable. This gameplay is quite a bit old. It's before the toxic 3RP season, like at the beginning of it, but like this season right now, the PvP, the state of it completely is just toxic, like absolutely toxic. Every blue unit is insane. Vegeta Blue being the captain of that army. So yeah, like, I just feel like if Cooler was the Zenkai and he was green, the Lineage of Evil team would have a good unit, or the movie team would have a good unit that can actually hold up against the fusion team, given that Vegeta is gonna have a counter, because Cooler is green obviously, and he'd actually be much stronger. But that's just me ranting about how PvP is right now. I'm actually gonna make a separate video on what green unit should get a Zenkai next, and I've actually got a few ideas, a few things that I want to get out and talk about. So in that video we'll get into that, but I haven't done it yet. But all my social media links on the left, you can see they're actually the old ones, because this video was meant to come out like a month ago. Honestly, the gameplay's old, like I said. You can see by the background. But yeah, let's get into talking about Cooler. So Cooler, his health's at 2 mil, strike attack 199k, that's pretty low. Blast attack 230k, which is pretty good actually. So focusing on blast attack, but that's kind of weird because he's a range type that holds 2 strike hearts. Now that doesn't brush me right, like, it's weird, but it is what it is. Defense, strike defense 146k, blast defense 145k, critical 3.9k, key restore 2.5. so things are looking decent. But the range type with 2 strikes, that's a bit weird. He's a transforming warrior Lineage of Evil, and he also got the new powerful opponent tag. His strike arts and blast arts are normal, but his special move is called Death Beam. It cost the regular 50. I had to say that because I was just thinking about how Gotenks special move costs 60, and then I've been using Hercules and his special move costs 35. But Cooler's Death Beam deals major pierce damage, inflicts enemy with attribute downgrade plus 25% to blast damage received for 15 timer counts on hit. So that's pretty good that they're giving the enemy a downgrade for blast damage, and it kind of makes sense because he's a range type and he has way more blast damage than his strike damage. So that's good. Let's get into his special skill. Now Cooler has one of them special skills that they can actually go through blast arts, but it works a bit weird. Pardon me. It's called Destructive Ray. It inflicts bleed, randomly destroys 3 enemy cards, and decreases enemy arts card draw speed by 1 level for 10 timer counts. Now all of that is amazing. It's actually amazing. I just don't like that it's kind of like one of those moves that you have to actually hit the opponent with. Like, I feel like it could have just been like a power up, but that would be OP as hell. But it also has 20% chance to inflict the feint on hit. But all it pretty much is like, it's kind of like a stun grenade, unless you actually get the feint, which is actually mad useful, but the rates are very low. Like, I found it difficult to even get one. So 20% isn't really high, but the other things are really good. The bleed, I was talking about bleed in my recent Trunks video. People sleep on bleed a lot. Bleed actually helps you out a lot, low key. Especially how lots of units just tend to regen health nowadays. Destroys free enemy arts cards, so they can't even start a combo now. But most units have ultimate arts now, so that's kind of cancelled out. And the draw speed decreases, so they can't even draw in cards as fast. So that's a pretty good set, I'm not going to lie. It's just that he's not hard hitting. But let's go into his main ability. Now his main ability restores ki by 50. That's amazing off that. I like that. It also increases his arts card draw speed by 1 level for 15 timer counts. So getting ki and you're increasing your arts card draw speed, you're going to be able to draw in a lot of cards and actually get them off as well because you got that ki, which is pretty nice. I like that a lot. And all you need is 15 timer counts to elapse. That's amazing. Pretty low timer count than most main abilities actually. But his Z ability is sagas from the movies first, which is why he could be a movies Zenkai, but I'd prefer him on a Lineage of Evil team personally. And he doesn't buff Lineage of Evil at any point. I've got him to, right now, it goes to 14, so I've got him at 11. And the 7+, it doesn't say Lineage of Evil, it just goes to 30+% to episode sagas from the movies, base blast attack, and defense during battle. So you're not going to get anything from a Lineage of Evil team, but everybody else does buff him, so he still can be used on a Lineage of Evil team. Don't sleep on him. Yeah, let's go to his unique abilities now. So when Cooler came out, it was pretty much at an early stage in the game. So his unique abilities are not actually very detailed or amazing. Like, they don't have multiple lines as most unique abilities would have nowadays. But they still do a pretty alright job. So his first unique ability, Assault, Special Move Arts Power Up. It does 80+% to own Special Move Arts Power from battle start for 35 timer counts. Now that one's horrible. I'm not going to lie, that one's bad. Because yeah, you could land a special move with the first 35 timer counts, but why does it just run out like that 8%? That 8% is a lot. Like, don't get it messed up. That's a big percentage boost. But why would it run out? Like, they should have just kept it there, 80%, or just kept it based on another condition, or after 35 timer counts, it goes to 80% plus. Like, I'd rather it later on in the game than earlier on, but it is what it is. His other unique ability, boost blast attack up, plus 25% to blast damage inflicted per defeated enemy when this character enters the battlefield. Effects resets after character switch. So it pretty much seemed like a one-time thing. You get every time this character enters the battlefield, he gets 25% blast damage inflicted. I don't know if that would be every time you switch in or just for the first time when an enemy is defeated. If an enemy is defeated, it's good for a comeback, but besides from that, then I don't really like the idea of it. But if it's every time he comes in, it's pretty good. That's pretty good. That one I mess with. But these two, depending on how you work around using Cooler, it can come really clutch. But overall, Cooler is not a very good unit, and he's a good candidate for a Zenkai in my opinion anyways. The movies team's not really used at all. They could make a comeback. But I've got other characters in mind for a Zenkai in general. But this guy should have been it in my opinion. Like, blues have 3 Zenkais now. Greens have 1, no 2. But people don't even have access to Beerus because he's an LF. Purples, I don't think they have any. They have Gohan actually. Yellows, Blues have even Trunks Youth. Jesus Christ. Yellows have 2. Red, Goku, and Trunks now. I feel like I missed a few people, but I'm pretty sure that greens are not very stacked. And the way blues are going right now with Vegito Blue, Trunks Youth, Broly Zenkai as well. Like, blues have a lot of good units, so you just gotta be wary and whatnot. But yeah, Gen, I didn't really have a struggle using this team. Like, it's a Lineage of Evil team. I just don't favor the Lineage of Evil team. I don't like the team. I don't hate it, but I'd never go out my way optionally to use it, realistically, honestly, just speaking. It's not my team. I don't like them. It's not that I don't like them. I just don't favor them. Like, I won't go out of my way to use them. But yeah, it was actually fun to make because I actually wanted to do this video. And I feel like right now is the best time, considering that Vegito Blues doing a mad thing in PvP. But yeah, that's all I pretty much got to say for this video. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy the video, make sure to press the subscribe button. We're on this grind to 6k, very close. We're actually under like 30 subs till then, so that's amazing. But we're on this grind to 10k. 10k is the real goal, the big one. But yeah, besides from that, leave a comment. I reply to all comments, so if you leave one, I'll definitely get to it. But besides from that, I'm gonna let this gameplay play out. My name's Zakashi, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
Did you think that would stop me? I breathe. I'm the strongest in the universe! Allow me to welcome you to hell. Get out of my way! Get out of my way! Destroy this planet! Die! You're nothing with a space down! Take this! Is that truly all you've got?